Hello, welcome to Mana Baby Story Channel 365 Bedtime Story. Do you like to listen to stories? I love listening and telling my kids stories. Today is April 16. I'm going to read you a story from Pinocchio. Look sharp, Jiminy. Gosh! Jiminy Cricket scratched his head between his antennae and yawned a big yawn. Climbing into his tiny matchbox bed, he gazed again at the wooden boy, who was fast asleep. Jiminy still could not believe his eyes or his luck. It had been a miraculous night. Not every cricket got to witness a wish granted by the Blue Fairy and see a puppet come to life. And not every cricket was chosen to be somebody's conscience. Jiminy ran his hands down the new jacket hanging by his bed. He picked up the hat and twirled it. My, he said, shaking his head. Then he couldn't resist any longer. He put on his new shirt, coat, hat, and shoes, and he hopped over to Cleo's fishbowl to see his reflection. Jiminy whistled low. "Don't you look smart?" he told his reflection. "Smart enough to help that wooden boy. Except for that smudge." Jiminy leaned down to inspect a dull spot on his shoe. He breathed on it and rubbed it with his sleeve until it was shining like new. Suddenly, Geppetto snored loudly. Jiminy jumped and looked up. Outside, the sky was starting to lighten. "Would you look at that?" Jiminy knew he had to get to bed. A good conscience needed to be alert. He hurried out of his new clothes, hung them up carefully, and tucked himself back into bed. "Big day tomorrow," he yawned. "Very big day. Yes, indeed." A moment later, the little cricket was chirping in his sleep. Jiminy woke to the sound of hundreds of cuckoo clocks. He sat up and rubbed his eyes. He barely remembered where he was. Then the events of the evening before flooded back. Why, he had work to do. "Get up, Pinocchio!" Jiminy called toward the big bed, but Pinocchio was already gone. The bed was made, and Geppetto and Figaro were gone too. Cleo swooshed nervously in her ball and pointed toward the door. "I must have overslept," Jiminy said, quickly putting on his new clothes. "I can't let Pinocchio start school without me. You don't have to be a conscience to know that's wrong." And, quick as a flash, Jiminy hopped out the door.